Okay, my friends, so welcome to a new video, and today is time for Rolex again. This is a very interesting watch, guys. This is actually time for the Rolex Deep Sea, the James Cameron. So this is a very special piece, guys. It's not the regular Deep Sea like we already know. We have actually the Sea Dweller that is like the Submariner but a little bit more thicker, and then we have the Deep Sea that is, of course, is much thicker. So in my personal opinion, this watch is a little bigger for my taste. But of course, I understand this is a very nice looking watch. It's a beautiful piece, and of course, I will always recommend it for a guy that is, of course, bigger than me and will enjoy bigger watches and heavy watches, because this watch is really heavy. So thank you very much for watching, guys. If you like these type of videos, I would really appreciate a like. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. It's free and it's going to help this channel a lot. So let's stop talking and let's take a look at this beautiful Deep Sea. Okay, my friends, so now it's time to take this beautiful watch out of the box. And just like I always start my videos, you guys already know, I can help you with more brands such as Tag Heuer, Bulgari, we have Gucci, I don't know, Montblanc, we have Hublot, Cartier, Tudor, and of course Rolex. But of course Rolex have their own restrictions, so it's really hard for me to help you depending on what you're looking for. But you can always contact me on the links below, tell me what are you looking for, and hopefully I can help you build your collection, right? So okay, beautiful piece, guys. It's time to talk about this beautiful watch, and I'm going to read a little bit of names. I'm gonna have to read them because you guys already know my accent sucks, so I'll have to take a look to the internet and give you a little bit more of what I was trying to give you. But first of all, let's start with the price. So this is a watch that is only 12,900, but of course you can always find it for over retail price, since you know, the market is hot. I will talk a little bit more about the market. Let's just give you a little bit more about the description of the watch. So this what makes this watch particularly different than the rest of this collection, because they have two versions. They have the black one and they have the blue, the deep blue, that's how they call it. And the point of this dial is that it's blue on top and it's black on the bottom. So that means like you're in the ocean, of course it looks blue, but the more deeper you go, it starts, you know, becoming more blacker, or of course black, right? Anyways, so the price of this watch is only 12,900, but like I said, you might be able to find it for up to $15,000, $16,000, or even more. I'll do a little bit more research, and I'm gonna put the pictures right here in a moment. So beautiful piece, guys. Let's just give you a little bit more specifications about the materials. The power reserve. This is only 70-hour power reserve, so that's what I always tell you guys. This is a great piece. 70-hour power reserve, to me, that's enough. And this is 44 millimeters. This is where the difference from the rest of the Rolex comes from. So I think this is, if I'm not mistaken, this should be the bigger Rolex they make, besides the Rolex Yachtmaster, right? The big one. I think this is one of the biggest watches that they do. And beautiful piece, guys. It's a screw crown, automatic movement, and ceramic bezel, and all that things that you guys already know. So I know the difference of this watch than the rest. This is 12,800 feet that you can go below water. So this is the only difference. Basically, it's a thicker watch because you can go deeper, and it comes with their escape bulb in the side. So let's go a little bit more into the market and going a little bit more into the history of this particular watch, guys. So what happened here, Rolex created the Rolex Deep Sea in the 1960s, around that. It was actually made for, this is what the names that I was reading you guys. There was Navy Lieutenant Don Walsh and the explorer Jacques Piccard. Well, anyways, the day of that moment was January 23rd of 1960. What happens is that this crew went down the feet up to 35,814 feet. So this is one of the watches on commemoration of that event. And of course, now later on, they created, I think it was in 2014, they created this piece for James Cameron, because he actually went down. It's called the Mariana Trench. This is actually the deepest part of the earth. So this is what Rolex did for him. You know, they created this watch, gave it to him, and give a little bit more promotions. And this is one of the most iconic pieces from the watch. I will show you to you right now. So this is basically James Cameron wearing the watch, and this is one of the most iconic pictures that you can always find on the internet. And if you really pay attention, you can actually see a watch right here on black robotic arm. I don't know exactly what it is, but that seems to me like another watch, right? It was probably the old version of it, and I don't know. But you guys can, if you know the information, please let me know on the comments. Tell me if you know what watch it is that this particular robotic hand is wearing. But to me, it looks very similar to the Deep-C. And I think that's pretty much all I have to tell you about this particular model, guys. This is a very interesting piece in the market. Like I say, it's 44 millimeters. It's a little bigger to my taste. But if you're a bigger guy, if you like something like bigger watches, heavy watches, or maybe, I don't know, maybe you come from the Invicta watches, right? That are super big. Just kidding, guys. We cannot compare Invicta to Rolex. But this is just, you know, my vision of the watch. I think it's a little bigger for me, but you can always let me know. I have found this watch actually on the gray market for up to 14,000 and more. And I think that's pretty much it, my friends. I really love the watch. I think it's a very interesting dial. You can actually see it on the video. You can see the dial. It's very nice. It's the blue and the black and the combinations of colors. I think it's really cool. I wish they just make a smaller watch for my taste. But of course, the point of the watch is to be thick and big because it's supposed to go underwater and it's supposed to be a diver watch. So if you really want to dive on 13,000 feet, this is the watch that you should be wearing. What else can I tell you about this particular model, my friends? I think that's pretty much it. Like I say, just going to give you a quick recap. 44 millimeters, 70-hour power reserve, of course, 12,800 feet, water resistant, screw crown, folding clasp, and that's pretty much all I have to tell you about the description. So I think it's a really interesting watch. You guys, please let me know what you think is going to happen in the market. This is a watch that it was not, I mean, we have always had trouble finding sport watches in Rolex, but not all of them. And I think, in my personal opinion, this particular model was one of the hardest watches, but it was one of the watches that it was a little bit of a struggle to find before the market went so crazy as it is right now. Because I think this watch was one of the, I used to have Sea Dwellers, probably a Deep-C. I used to have it on showcase. We used to keep it maybe for a week or 2 weeks, I don't know. But we have never had a James Cameron Deep Blue in the showcase at least that I remember. I have never seen it in the showcase. So I don't think this is going to happen, at least soon in the future. But hopefully the markets are starting to cool off a little bit, and maybe we can start seeing more watches coming in, more watches in the showcase. And probably for you guys that are trying to find your first watch, trying to find your first Rolex, and you are having a lot of struggle, hopefully we can help you better in the future, guys. But let's see what's going to happen. To my personal opinion, I don't know what's going to happen. We cannot predict the market. Hopefully it's going to be better for all of them, for consumers, for retailers, and of course the brand will never lose. But hopefully it's better for the consumers, better for the retailers, and we all be happy at the same moment, right? So this is a very interesting watch. I think that's pretty much all I have to say about this model and this day. So wait for the next video, guys. I actually have an AP really cool video that is coming out probably for the next it's supposed to be Saturday today. Yes, maybe for Tuesday I will show you guys the video. I think it's really cool. I love the watch, and this is the new one. It's 43 millimeters, so I think it's a really cool size. It's the new one. Actually was just released according to my customer, my friend. Thank you very much. You told me I think it was supposed to be released this year, so very cool piece. Let's see what you guys think in the future, right? But thank you very much for watching. I will really appreciate for you to give us a like, subscribe to my YouTube channel. It's free and it's going to help us a lot. So thank you very much for watching, my friends, and see you next time.